What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach who will be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about technical, fundamental, as well as trading psychology. So volatile day started, guys. After yesterday's break on the news, we saw that now early today quite a few already have been released, AUD and Gbp. If I bring the news calendar, where we can see that early claim and count change on Gbp at 6 p.m. We saw a strong breakdown on that on Gbp. After that, now coming up in just 1 hour 25 minutes, very important news coming up: core CPI, CPI and CPI, and tomorrow again Gbp and GDP. So let's begin another trading day, volatile day. Before I begin, don't forget to smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Looking at GJ, and then we'll be looking at gold as well. Let me see that GBP, JPY. If we look at the bigger picture on the monthly on GJ, looking at the monthly time frame on GBP JPY, this is a long-term bullish market. I begin with the monthly and then we'll scale down to the lower time frame to do the multi-time frame analysis. Now from the multi-time frame approach on GBP JPY, what we see that there is a big drop here, and with that drop the price so far have made significant movement to the downside on GJ. Now with that drop, what we saw that the price again has gone up for a deeper pullback, and then we can expect for the price to drop again to create a new lower low. Looking at the weekly here, this is the weekly candle, and so far we have seen an initial bounce after previous weekly long wick candle, and with that initial bounce the price has tested this significant support, down resistance here, and from that zone we saw that GJ have got rejected in that direction. And as there you see that there is a gap opening here, for me I think it is less likely that GBP JPY will be able to drop for bigger move in that way. But I think that the price might be coming down for another retest of this support level, which is the gap level here. If I draw this level, which is the gap here on GJ from the weekly, which is a very important area of value. And what I think that after dropping down to this gap level or to this support level, we could see the GJ again bouncing back to the upside towards its long-term uptrending direction. Now looking at the daily chart on GBP JPY, we can see that from the daily time frame this is a gap opening here. Now with that gap opening the price had a big drop, and with that drop there is a long wick candle, back-to-back series of higher low in that area, and the price after yesterday's daily close with a long wick candle, GBP JPY started to drop in that direction. Today so far significant drop, and we are on a trade on GJ. Now if we look at the lower time frame from the intraday perspective, here is a big drop so far, and I think that highly likely we could see that GBP JPY is retesting this level. This is a high liquidity zone where there is a bullish engulfer has formed, and I think that today we could see that GJ is coming back down to the 180-190 zone to this level at 181.62 level. So if we see that which we could inevitably see that drop, and once we see the price has dropped well below this level after a decent liquidity gap, we will be looking for that entry opportunity. So far it is downside. We are on a sell trade which is running, and I think that we could see that GJ from this level, we can expect it to bounce back in that direction. So for the time being, we still see that potentially bearish on GJ, and let's see how far it goes. If the price coming here giving us an entry for another buy, then we will be also looking for going long. Now for the time being, we see there is a bearish pattern here, and even if we see a very strong liquidity grab from this resistance, also we will be looking for entry opportunity on Gbpusd. So let me know guys which one you are at. We looked at Gbpusd as tomorrow also GBP news coming. We can expect very good volatility in GJ, GU, gold and euro dollar. Let me know using the live chat, and also guys, make sure that you are smashing the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Victor, good afternoon. Good evening, sir. Sir, good evening to you. And your idea about silver, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Sherry, good day. Thank you, Sherry. Thanks for joining the live session. And I will be looking at now on gold as well, okay, where you see that gold had a big bounce from this level. So if we look at here on gold, looking at the monthly perspective, okay, so from the monthly, where we can see that gold so far very significantly bearish. In the first couple of weeks, we saw that gold had a huge drop. Guys, before I progress further, smash the like button please, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Let me know if you have done that. Subscribe to the channel so that you are not missing out, so that anything I'm posting every day, you are notified. So gold, what we see that in that area, this is a monthly candle. In the first 2 weeks of the month, we have seen there is a significant drop in that market on gold, and with this retest of this resistance level, gold had a big drop so far on the monthly. And with that monthly drop here on gold, the price so far has come to this level, and from that zone we can see that gold started to drop in that direction. So if we look at the weekly time frame here on gold, what we see that from the weekly, this is the weekly bearish candle, followed by where we see that there is also so far from the weekly a decent drop here, a significant drop. And with the drop, what we can expect on gold to go up for a pullback and then to drop again, because after this kind of huge drop, it is very likely that it's gonna drop further, because the pressure is very low, very high from the seller perspective. So if you look at the daily here on gold, what we saw early today with this gap, with this weekless candle, prices come down and again bounced back from this level. And if we look at the lower time frame, where we saw after this doji, the market is heading to the upside, and I will be waiting for, with the news we might see that a bounce on gold. And this is a very important level of liquidity zone above this doji, which is also from the daily an important level. And we got to start. So from the 1 hour, where we see that there is a bullish candle doji, another bullish candle doji, so the price is creating series of higher high and higher low, and it is possible that there is a bullish trend here on gold. And with that local bullish trend, I will be waiting for the price to go ahead and test this resistance level here, which is quite significant level. And once the price has gone up, tested this level, then we will be looking for that potential selling opportunity on gold. Now here is the key. You can see that this is a resistance line here, and I want to see that in fact gold has gone back up, and with that level we can expect for another selling opportunity. This is a local channel on gold, and I think that this local channel is highly likely that the price will go ahead and retest, break that high, and then we can expect for the price to drop in that direction. So as a trend trader, you know that all my trade that I open based on the trend, I will be waiting for a trend breakout, and then we'll be looking for that entry opportunity. Okay, I believe that guys you are enjoying this live session. Let me know if you are enjoying. If you are not enjoying, also let me know so that I can make it more interesting for all of you guys. And this is absolutely good to see that all of you are here and trading. And any question, don't hesitate to ask me using the live chat. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. Okay, so what's your thought on AUD CHF? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Hello coach, Euro USD, also look at that. Good evening. So CPI, what will be the silver? Okay, so what will be with the gold, and will be also with the silver, because silver and gold just brother and sister. So not brother and sister, elder brother and elder sister, or elder sister and younger sister. So basically they are siblings. So what will happen with the gold also will happen with silver. Let me know also what's your thought on CPI, Eurojpy. Good day coach. What should we expect from CPI, selling or buying? Okay, so I see that guys you have quite a few questions about the CPI, which is quite important because that will be a big market mover. So I want to ask the same question. Let me create let me start a poll here. See that you guys are where you are. So what is your bias on CPI? Let me see most of them, how you guys are thinking about the CPI. So let's see how the community is thinking about CPI. And while we are taking that vote, let me look at Gbpjpy. Again, we saw the Gbpjpy. Let me look at the Gbpusd. Now Gbpusd, if you look at the daily here on this instrument, from the daily time frame on Gbpusd, looking at the monthly, where we can see that from the monthly perspective on Gbpusd, from the monthly, it's we saw previous months a big bull candle. Now this month the price tested the upper wick, created a lower high, has dropped. Now it has dropped again, trying to pull back to the upside again. So monthly candle here, it may not give us a very clear idea which way Gbpusd is heading. Now looking down to the weekly, where we can see a bit more clearer picture. Now why am I looking at monthly and weekly and going down? Is because to see the bigger picture in the market. Okay, so when you look at the bigger picture, you can see the direction in the market. I know that in the beginning there is a tendency to trade only based on one time frame. Okay, so I also did the same thing when I began my trading journey. In the beginning, I first thought that I'm very optimistic trading swing trade, and then I will be trading on the daily because coach told me that trade on higher time frame, trade on daily, which is reliable time frame. And then I opened a couple of trades and saw that they are not moving anywhere because daily time frame is so low. I open one trade and ages is going, it's not going anywhere, and then I jump onto 4 hour for a bit faster, and that also looks slowly, and then jump onto the 1 hour, looks slow, jump onto 15 minutes, and then jumped onto 5 minutes, and then I started to trade on 1 minute to find the quickest trade possible in the market. So this is what happened in the beginning, and that led to a lot of unnecessary trade. So that is why it is important that when you are trading, the first of all you need to understand what is your primary time frame, what is your secondary time frame. Okay, now if you don't know what is primary, secondary, I will be also posting this weekend about the multi-time frame analysis that I talked about, how to find the primary, secondary time frame. So make sure guys you stay subscribed, press that bell notification so that you are not missing out that. Now what is a primary time frame? Primary time frame is what you will be entering the trade, that is trading time frame. And what is a secondary time frame is what you need to look at for the trend, market structure, for key levels, and for the bigger picture. Okay, so now you don't have to always look at the monthly, weekly. Let's say you are trading on 5 minutes, your primary time frame is 5 minutes, then you don't need to look at in fact the monthly, it's unnecessary. Okay, you need to look at probably 4 hour or at max daily. So basically the way I looked at is what I call the rule of thumb is always 2 time frame lower. So if you are trading on 5 minutes, 2 time frame higher, so 15 minutes, 4 hour, 1 hour, 4 hour could be a good time frame to look at the higher time frame and then jump onto lower time frame. If you are trading on the 4 hour, then definitely monthly, weekly, daily. If you are trading on 15 minutes, 4 hour, daily, weekly can be looked at or no problem. So now looking at that perspective on the weekly here, there is a gap opening from the weekly, and so far the price has made initial bounce on gold, and after this initial bounce we can see that gold after this initial bounce had a significant move, and we can see that from the daily time frame where the price have made in the daily, we can see completely different picture. Okay, so what do we see that on the daily? This is the daily chart where this is the resistance level, and there was a gap opening in the first 2 days. So far we see that a bull move. Now this is an important point to look at on the daily is because you see here the price is creating series of lower high. So what does that mean, creating series of lower high? Is that when you see the price creating series of lower high, which is a sign of deceleration. So whenever the price will try to create a series higher low, it will have a rejection, okay, from the top. So from that perspective on GBP USD, we see that the market is forming also series of lower high here, and I think that we could see a deeper liquidity gap before bouncing to the upside. So a little bit of price action that you need to look at where the market is gathering liquidity for a potential drop on GBP USD. So even if we look at the very lower time frame where it is a bit in a sideway, so the news coming up on CPI will really will make a big change in the market. Okay, it's on the GBP USD, it's a little bit in a sideway. So here we need to find a direction after the news been released. Now in the meantime, let me look at the Gbpusd, because this one looks a bit organized on Gbpusd. So the price action on GJ looking highly bearish, and I think that we could see the price is dropping down, and as soon as we will find an entry, definitely we will be looking to enter. Guys and girls, if you are ready, let me know if you're ready for another pip day. Yesterday we had a good euro dollar trade. I will be also discussing that, guys. Here, not just opening a trade will not make you a profitable trader. It's all about your growth and learning as a trader. It is important that you focus on a growth and learning. Good evening, you're AUD. Hi coach, I want to invest. Okay, so if you want to invest, then I will recommend first invest on yourself. It's very important that you invest on yourself. Very few people invest on themselves. I had a extensive experience on investing on myself. So if you want to invest, then I was because this is all about who you are. This is very important that you always focus on improving, learning and growing as a trader. So if you want to invest on yourself to learn to trade with us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, I will invite you to join today. Link below this video in the description area. You can find a link at the top of the chat where you can visit the website, and then once you are on the website, click join now button. Then you will be able to join us to be part of the trading community where you can learn and grow as a trader. I do share quite a few trades in the VIP group, in addition to many trades that we take, and also the strategy that I'm trading. You'll be able to learn from the first principle. Okay, so Usdjpy, please advise. USD. Please analyze Eurusd. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Do you think the gold trend do you think that gold trend turned to sell and it's a pullback? Okay, very important question. Let me see the pool will tell. Okay, so there's 48 votes, and okay, so bearish is more on gold on the retail trader sentiment. It's a retail trader. AUD, CHF, Euro USD, Eurojpy, Euro USD. Okay, so looking at that, this is a retail trader sentiment, which is basically if you go to thousands of people giving the same opinion, you will find almost the same kind of feedback on that. Now, with that said, this is a gold prediction. Majority of them are bearish. Now, probably you have heard of the word that retail trader sentiment, right? How do you in fact use that word, retail trader sentiment, guys? I have a very good question to ask you on that. How do you use that that word of retail trader sentiment? You'll find it always, when I started my trading in the beginning. Also, I looked at different kind of website and then tried to find out what other traders are doing. I looked for apps to see actually what retail traders are thinking and doing. But if you want to trade like the smart money, how do they use that sentiment, that data? Because that the market is all about belief, right? The more people will buy, the price will go higher. The more people will sell, the price will drop. But if you see that retail trader more and more trading, let's say more retail traders saying that gold will go up, So should you buy or should you sell, or how should you use that information or data in your trading? I have a question for you guys. Let me know, so that you know exactly how to use that. What is the relationship of GJ with DX? There's no relationship with GJ and DXY, because DXY is dollar index, GBP JPY is all about GBP and JPY. So there is no direct correlationship. But when you see that there is a huge news on DXY, then let's say NFP, where also you'll see that GBP JPY also getting volatile. Now also this is an important question. In fact, what is the relationship between DXY and GBP JPY? You know that those according to research, those who are who has a high level of curiosity, they are good at trading, guys. It's not all about a strategy, a technical pattern, but also becoming more and more curious and to know exactly why this happens. So this question is, let me ask you that too. So if you see that there is no relationship between GBP JPY and DXY, then why does, when there is NFP, for example, or with, let's say, there is a high impact news on DXY, then why does GJ also become volatile? So let me know, guys, using the live chat, what's your thought on. So if CPI numbers comes out, dollar is bearish, GJ will be. Now I don't think that that GJ and DXY is going in the same direction, but when one become volatile, the other also become volatile. Okay, that's the point here, that how do you know? Okay, now before you go to that point, guys, I'm going to pause for 2 seconds so that everyone have time before the news to smash the like button. Did you do that? So I disappeared, so that you have time to do that. Smash it. Awesome. It's going up now. Make it to 100, guys, and also subscribe to the channel. Probably you are following us long time, but you forgot to subscribe. Done. Awesome. Thank you for the support. Now GBP JPY and DXY. Okay, so what's the relationship? Because of pound, on the other hand, is bullish against the dollar. So people are buying pound. Pound, on the other hand, is bullish against the dollar. Now, even without, so basically, when let's say you are buying GBP USD, that means that you are selling USD against GBP. So you are buying GBP and selling USD. So that is one factor. But let me tell you that the opinion that I have, also what you said, is not that there, as I mentioned in our previous live session, in trading there is no right and wrong answer. It's all about perception and understanding the probability. So first of all, there are two reasons when there is a news, especially because we are not talking about always. Okay, we are talking about during the news. For example, you have seen a high impact news on DXY. Okay, and so the price should be only moving on GBP USD, right, from the Usdjpy perspective. But you'll see that in majority of the time with the high impact news, Gbpujpy also become very volatile, especially if you see that NFP or other high impact news. So the reason, firstly, number one is panic, right? Because the market, there's a lot of panic buying and selling happens regardless of the news. When there is a news being released, people become very excited, right? So the news brings two kind of information in the market: fear and greed, right? So when you see that, let's say there is a DXY, okay, DXY had a negative news, okay. Now when there is a negative news for the dollar and someone had a trade on Gbpujpy and let's say Usdjpy, okay. Now because he got a news on dollar, there is a trigger of fear that something is going to happen. Then all of a sudden close all of the trade, right? Because there is a fear. This is one reason, big, is the fear sentiment. Second reason that I think that the GJ is moving is, so all the liquidity that I consider is like an energy. So if you look at, if I clearly explain, it's like, you see, if you go to the science perspective, let's say, how do you see the energy? Energy is constant, right? The total energy in this universe is constant. It cannot be destroyed or it cannot be created. Only can transform from one form to the other form. And once you know that, also you get a big idea of human being also, right? We human, in fact, in a fundamental level, we are energy, right? So if we break down anything, let's say a table, chair, tree, anything, then we can go to the subatomic level where there is electron, nucleus, and if you break that, all of them, go to the quantum level where there's nothingness, void, which is the pure energy. And in that energetic realm, everything is interconnected, right? So which is called the dark matter and dark energy. Okay, so now where that energy cannot be created or cannot be destroyed, only can transform from, let's say, heat energy to a mechanical energy, right? Like that. So we do the same thing. We eat food and then that energy turned into the mechanical energy, then we can walk and move. So everything is constant, right? Just forming, changing from one form to the other. So the total liquidity also is kind of constant. So if someone is buying or selling in one instrument, it affects the other instrument. If you look at complete bigger picture, how? Let's say you bought euro dollar, right? You bought euro dollar. Now the capital that you have in your account is limited, right? It's a part of liquidity. Now when you are buying the euro dollar, the investment is going to the euro dollar, right? Now you must have taken that energy from, like, flow from one instrument to the other, so it will impact the other one. It's like a wave. It's a bit abstract concept to understand, but as a rule of thumb or as a conclusion, that what we can say is, when one instrument have a bigger flow, the other instrument tend to have that impact passively if it isn't actively. So that's how you can look at from two different angles. That's why when there is a high impact news in anything, you know, those who need to manage the trade, they need to manage all the instrument. Though sometimes the effect is less, but there is. Okay, so hope that you understood it now, and let me know if you haven't understood, and also let me know if you're enjoying this live session. by smashing the like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I'm posting every single day. So waiting for the news to be released, and in the meantime also I will be looking at some other pairs, such as that euro dollar is still pushing high from the daily, which is after this one bounced up, but we see that completely different picture on GBP USD than euro dollar. So here it is also trying to find its way to the break to the upside, like also the AUD USD in the same way, except AUD NZD showing a bit more bearish pattern. So dollar yen also aggressively bearish. Where do you see that? Here gold, after breaking that low, is trying to form a bullish pattern. That's what I see so far here. Form an inverted head and shoulder. Okay, now sometime you see that I talk about the head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder. What should you look at when you are looking at kind of head and shoulder, which is very important to think of? So we'll be discussing on that. What should you consider when you are looking at head and shoulder? Should you consider it or shouldn't you? Here you go, gold has made another move, and from this zone, okay, now it triggered also a liquidity zone. Okay, so this is also a liquidity zone. Now from here it is crucially important to see either gold is dropping down now because it triggered liquidity from the resistance, or it is bouncing off again to retest that level, because this is that also the this is also daily level here. Now from 15 minutes, this is a bullish price action, but at the same time, if we look at the 5 minutes, where So news will really will have a good impact. Now I want to focus on the pairs that is trending at the moment, such as GBP and gold. And just a couple of minutes, news coming up. It's an absolutely very good price action here. Okay, so Japanese prefer gold as reserve. Japanese prefer gold as reserve. I think that not only Japanese, many countries prefer gold as reserve, especially in the time of crisis. Okay, so because it's considered as safe haven, especially when there is an inflation, or gold is very, it's always preferred currency for many countries, so it's always a safe haven. You know why gold is safe haven? Can anyone explain why not other things are safe haven? Why does gold is safe haven? Why not, for example, dollar is safe haven or yen is safe haven? Though they are also safe haven, but why does so preferable gold instead of currency? Dollar yen, yeah, yes, trend based pattern must follow and sufficient. Yes, good job. Gold today will be having fake out. It will go up and down. I'm expecting 1964 on gold. Dollar yen sell or buy? Very good question. Dollar yen sell or buy? There is no question or answer like that. So dollar yen is either sell or buy. It will depend on the price action confirmation. Okay, so if you look at the 4-hour, dollar yen still bearish. With the news, I want to see that the market has gone up, retested this 20 MA, and then we can expect it to downside. So far dollar yen is bearish, and I'll look for selling opportunity on dollar yen. Which is with the GBPJPY, we see the dollar yen also, but GJ also, with the news, we can expect it to drop down and then to revert back. So this is the opening candle here on GJ. Okay, so and from that level, you could see that if GJ is managed to drop back to the support, we will be able to see good movement in the market. Currency very good Bishuba. Currency can be, yes, too wrong, yes, easy for transfer. Yeah, mainly the currency can be printed, that's why. So when there is an inflation because of the excessive print of currency, so currency can be printed and can be destroyed also, but gold cannot be printed, okay? And it will last long due to its nature. and because of that, gold is preferable to as a safe haven, but it cannot be multiplied. So that's why when there is a crisis, you'll see that gold price will push high and high and high. And as a trader, by knowing that, you can stay informed for your trading decision, isn't it? Because when you combine that fundamental factor with your trading, it becomes much easier for you, to make a better decision in trading. For example, when there is a news for big crisis, you might see that gold is flying, and you can take the flight, go with it, because you know that it's a safe haven. So anytime it's gonna fly and you can take it, right? That's how it is. So this is why staying understanding is very important, such as JPY, CHF also considered a safe haven. So that's why you'll see that JPY had a very stable movement. Gold is not at risk of becoming worthless like fiat currencies. Yeah, so basically this is the main point here. Gold is weakly bearish. Yeah, gold is weakly bearish. Now looking at the 30 minutes price section on gold, where you can see the pool where 63% bearish. I will keep eye both of them for any entry. Now in the meantime, that you see that the pool has made for 95 votes, where 63% bearish, 37% bullish. Now how do you use that sentiment? Okay, so how do you use this sentiment here? You can see that. How do you use it? Can you let me know, so that you understand actually how to use the retail trader's sentiment? Just looking at all of them to see. As NZD CAD, okay, NZD CAD from the 4-hour, what I think that is gonna drop in that direction. There is a high probability that NZD CAD will remain bearish, because if you look at this resistance here, which is basically a dynamic resistance, and 1-hour candle is closing with a narrower doji. there could be a swing trading opportunity here. For the moment, let's let it close the candle and then we'll be looking at that. In the meantime, I'll be looking at Gbpusd, which we see that the market is showing significant movement in the market on GJ. To look at gold also to see there is a probability for the price to be bearish. There is a probability to remain bearish. Just so looking at how the market is evolving in that area. It is crucially important to see how the price is reacting, but I think that gold might be dropping down from here because there is a less there is a doji here on the 1 hour, which in fact couldn't make a big movement to the upside. Mini peep here. So GJ had a bounce from that level. Okay, so we have 30 minutes to go for the news, but before that, let's see which way the market is trying to be heading in that area, which is need to look at that. And from the bigger picture, it is crucially important that we look at the overall direction where gold is see there is a doji here. Now this doji has liquidity from the top and also from the bottom. So if it is bouncing off, then we might see a break of this high and then reverting back. But my bias is still to the downside because it's a long-term bearish. So you want to see that the market has been able to break out of that structure and then started to trend in that direction. Okay, so let's get ready for another stunning trading days and trading week. Okay guys, so let's keep watching, keep writing on the live chat. I'll take just 1 minute or 30 seconds break and coming back to you guys. And in the meantime, you can write it down here what you are looking at. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so there is a bounce on gold. And GJ also had gathers big liquidity from here. So there's a big rejection from the top on Gbpusd. While gold had a, you can say after back-to-back two long wick doji in that area, it had bounced to the upside. So it's a bit more turmoil in the market. Okay, so we will be looking for suitable entry. Euro USD, any entry on Euro USD we will be looking at. So can you look at GBP USD? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Hello coach, if for instance Euro USD is going to move up from a price, can you predict how high will the price go up from whatever? What's that question, Patrick? Hello coach, if for instance Euro USD is going to move up from a price, can you predict how high will be the price go up from the whatever time frame trading from? There is no end to it. Okay, so if you, the main goal here, let's say Euro USD is going up and you want to buy, then first of all you need to look at the trend. Okay, so when you see that the price has deviated from that trend to the downside in an uptrend, then the buying point comes in play, and then holding it for risk reward. I use risk to reward because you don't know in fact how far it's gonna go. It might go a lot, so I use the mathematical risk to reward so that I have enough to take on from the profit. That's how I can remain always bigger profit with a smaller loss in it. Yes, I trade during the holiday as well. Okay, so except the market is closed, then I can't do, otherwise I do trade. Gold is cooking something, coach. Cooking something. What is cooking? Any entry on Euro USD? Euro USD, we are looking for the price. If you look at the daily chart on Euro USD, it has broken out of the structure, and the bigger picture on Euro USD is bullish, right? So this is the daily chart where we can see that euro dollar is merging to the long-term major direction of the trend, and there is a huge imbalance on euro dollar in that direction. So you could see that Euro USD is going up and to create a new higher high. Okay, so Euro USD for long-term picture, which is basically bullish. You can see that there is a bull move. The price was creating series of higher high and higher low. There is a breakdown, consolidated. This is an extension with this red candle. So basically if you look at this green candle here on Euro USD, which tested this swing high, this is the previous resistance, turning support here on Euro USD, and then from that level what we saw that the price has dropped and then has gone back up again to create a new. Okay, so now at the moment the price has broken out of the structure and it is now freshly developed local uptrend which is merging with the global uptrend, and I think that euro dollar might make a bit more upside. So from the intraday you can see there is an inverted head and shoulder, a breakout. So for me to go long on euro dollar, what we need a deeper pullback and then change of trend confirmation, and then we can look for going long the way the price is heading, which is aggressively bullish. So the news might give a platform to enter bullish trade on euro dollar. All right, so are you ready for another euro dollar trade, guys? Let me know if you're ready. Let me know in the live chat, and also share your trading journey. We want to know where you are from and how long you are trading. Okay, and let me know also, why are you trading? Is your passion, is your childhood a passion, or you are just trading to pass some edition, like some lazy time, or you take trading as a hobby, or you want to gain financial freedom from trading, or you want to quit anything, that's why you are trading. So Euro USD is bullish. Now looking at Gbpusd, there is a big 15 minutes candle. It might revert GJ again, or it might drop back again. GU entry on Euro USD, financial freedom. No, okay, so you need financial freedom, which is very important part of every human. You see that financial freedom will give you a liberation, isn't it? Which is needed with you all. Let me know how many of you want financial freedom, and do you think that how to achieve that financial freedom? So if you look at USDJPY, so you see there is a weakness on dollar. So 14 minutes to go for the news. Okay, so gold has completely broken to the upside. Now for me, gold, this move is overextension, and we could see that gold is breaking down again, while GJ is just moving a little bit in a sideway with multiple liquidity gap. So if we look at gold bullish, do you see gold bullish? Financial freedom, to go financial. Okay, so I see that quite a few financial freedom. Stephen, I want financial freedom achieved through smart work and focus on liquidity, not equity. Okay, gold is just learned about Forex in October. I'm studying it very good. So yes, this is what exactly. Now I'll add you to something else here while we are looking at how the gold is doing. If you have anything you want, you're gonna get it. This is the first thing that you need to understand. Okay, anything a man have desire to have or to get, he or she gonna get it. Now financial freedom that you want is also you're gonna get it. But what here the most important part to look at is financial freedom is very generalized statement. To have anything or to get anything, the first thing is you must know what is it you want exactly, which is an universal rules that anything you want, you gonna get it. Now you might say, okay, I know that financial freedom, but why I'm not getting it? Because financial freedom is a generalized statement. You need specifically, you need to know what is that you want. For example, we have a very clear idea of what we don't want. Even we don't say it, but subconsciously we know, because the things that we don't want becomes very specific, and the mind doesn't care about either you want or you don't want. It only care about your attention. So you might say, okay, how do you know that your attention is fully focused on the things that you don't want? Is because of the emotional. See, where there is emotion, there is attention. Keep in mind, guys, where there is emotion, there is attention. So if you have a very focused attention of the things that you don't want, that you're gonna get it more and more. That's the paradox that you need to understand. You might say, okay, I don't want it, why I'm gonna get it? Because either you want or you don't want, you know it. So knowing is very, very important. Okay, so knowing is that's why you'll see that sometimes some people don't like some kind of relationship that toxic, but they cannot exceed that because they only know about that. Even they don't want, but they only know about that. So instead you need to turn your focus, attention to the things that you want, and then you're gonna get. So financial freedom is a byproduct of what you want. So for example, let's say I want to go to a holiday. So that's a byproduct of I want this place, this time, with this price. That's a byproduct. So with that decision is a byproduct. Like holiday is a byproduct of that things, right? Similarly, financial freedom is a byproduct. You need to know exactly specifically what is the things that you want, then it's gonna come as a byproduct, that financial freedom. Okay, so you can write it down in a piece of paper, what is that you want, specifically, and then you're gonna get it. It's how it works. So you see that I was looking at gold. After breaking that high, there is a rejection from the top, and I believe that that's gonna bring some kind of liquidity in the market, as we have seen that after breaking that high there is a huge rejection from the top. Let's see if we can find an entry here. So there's a huge drop here on gold. So whenever the price is reaching that daily, this is the daily, previous daily resistance, support and resistance here, and I think that the price after bouncing off that level, we can expect it to return back. So let it break down here on gold. I think that after breaking that down, coming to that liquidity zone, we can expect to find some kind of bullish momentum, because this market currently bouncing off that. So looking at, guys, in the meantime, have you smashed the like button, like this stream, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out. We do open quite a few live trades in this channel. You will be learning and growing as a trader, and also you can check out all the link in the description area for all the content that we have. Join the free Telegram channel. In addition to that, if you want to join the broker that I'm trading, also you can find the link in the description. I can share you with the link, this link in the live chat, so where you can click the link and then you can visit the website. You can join if you want to looking for regulated broker to trade. So now here is where gold from this level, after breaking that low, there is a bounce in that area, and what I'm looking at is for the price to drop a bit more in that direction and then to go back up. So there is the price already has made a big move. We could see a bit more downside, especially below this doji. There is a liquidity, and then we will be looking for an entry. I'm keeping eye in all of them. Euro dollar also, and you can see tomorrow there is a news. So Gbpusd also highly bullish at the moment. From this level we saw that bounce with this long wick candle. The price is breaking to the upside on Gbpusd. So just 3 minutes remaining, guys. Are you ready for another big move? I will be looking for entry as soon as you will find that. So GJ had a rejection from the bottom. Now with the news, you'll see exactly what it is going to do. So all the JPY pairs, we see that there is a rejection from the support level, including the GJ. I think GBP/JPY might, after it has broken this swing low, it might revert back to the upside again, while gold also getting very, very volatile. So 2 minutes to go for the news. Are you guys ready for another big event coming? CPI haven't begun yet, but started my demo. Okay, inflation rate today, will there be an impact in your USD? You want to change? Feds be finally free. Dollar yen, dollar yen, dollar yen. Okay, so we see quite a few dollar yen. We see the weakness on dollar, so dollar yen is bearish. What do we see? But at the same time, yen is weaker. Also WTI. Let me go back to gold again. So I want to keep eye on yen pairs. GJ. Oh, that's a big bounce on GJ. And on gold, the big drop. Massive liquidity grab. Just a liquidity grab. It's just a liquidity grab, guys. Big move. Okay, so we see that huge move on GJ has got, also after gathering liquidity, a rejection here. Let's look at the GBPUSD or GBPUSD flight to the upside, as there is a news coming up. We could see that GBPUSD is bouncing off that level. Let me see what's happening with GBPUSD. With the daily, yeah, it has broken the resistance level. Also the gold. Big bounce on gold and on GBPUSD. Big flight to the upside on GBPUSD. So GJ has a completely the other. So yen got very Okay, gold have, it's just manipulating in all sides. Spinning with GJ and Gbpusd. So first of all, we need to see the complete directional bias. There is a big manipulation on both sides, guys. So when there is a manipulation, there is a manipulation. So we need to see that after this manipulation how the price is trying to do. So here is only the patience is the key, because when there is a manipulation, it's gonna be in all direction. For me, Gbpusd, you can see already has broken that high from this daily perspective. I think that it's gonna prepare for a bounce, as tomorrow there is a news coming up on Gbpusd. We could see that this instrument is going up to create a new higher high. So how many pip here? 22 pip. Okay, now here you can see on Gbpusd, what I see that the price has gathered liquidity from both sides. Now from this level on gold also, we can see the market is trying to create pattern. Okay, here is big long wick candle, guys. We need to see that how the market is evolving in that area, then we can look for that entry. Euro dollar also had a big manipulation, so the market in a manipulation phase where we have to wait for the price to evolve and then we can enter. Okay, gold also had a big manipulation, so it's in a manipulation phase, so we need to be a little bit of cautious on that. When the market is in a manipulation phase, we just need to see that how the market is doing. Okay, so there is a big rejection in that area. See how that's a big drop. You can see that gold now is dropping down the other way, and also Gbpusd showing that pattern. It's going, guys. Is gold in, will you send me? Okay, so what's happening? Dollar yen, yeah, dollar yen. Okay, gold is going down. Okay, yeah, so dollar yen, if you look at dollar yen, where we can see that dollar yen, there is a bounce here on the 4-hour on dollar yen, and after that bounce, what we see that the market, so the 1-hour chart from the 15 minutes as well, there is a big rejection here, and then we have seen that there is a huge bounce from this level on dollar yen. So with that bounce, if you look at, we might see that this market with the dollar yen getting there might be a reversal here, but we need to see how the price is closing, and then we can look for, if there is any swing trade, we can look for that. But at the moment, before the candle close, from the weekly, what I see, the dollar yen is still possibility to drop, or it might just move in a sideways. Okay, so because the market is currently in a manipulation phase, so we need to wait for the price to give us that entry before we been able to enter, right? So this is how it is. Now you can see that Gbpjpy, there's a big long candle from the 15 minutes, and from 30 minutes also a big long candle. Now this is a high liquidity zone. Now from that zone, either GJ, we might see another wave of drop, or we could see that it just started to move up it's towards its major direction of the trend. But what I think that GJ, what I expected it to drop below this level, which is high liquidity zone. Now if this one is closing as a pin bar, there is a probability for GJ to bounce back up. As tomorrow there is a news coming, we might see that this instrument also getting volatile, but the candle close is super important. Before the candle close, it is important that GJ even might drop back again to the support level. But if we take our Fibonacci here for this move, this is a big move which has crossed the 61.8% and gone back up. So there could be a bullish move on GJ, but we will be waiting for the candle close to see how the market is evolving. So this is a complete break of fan line. You can see on GJ. Now with that break of trend line, so we might see that GJ is reversing, which we could see there is a 15 minutes middleman here. Very interesting price action with the gold, completely the other way around. Okay, while gold we see that bearish pattern. Gbpjpy, as a rule of thumb, normally it moves almost in the same direction as gold. Euro dollar had a big rejection as well. So let's keep eye on GJ to see what in fact it is doing in that market at the moment. So Euro AUD, let me see that one from the daily, weekly, monthly. Now from the monthly, not a very good place, but from the daily we might see that bounce. It's a falling market, so it's not a very good place for buying. Okay, now Gbpusd, if the price is bouncing off this, then it's gonna change the trend. Okay, so now Gbpusd has come to a level where there is a highly likely how it is going to do. So Gbpjpy, Gbpusd, gold, it was a big move on gold. Okay guys, so we'll be looking for Gbpusd buy from here. I'll be going long, stop loss below this low, so which will be around 27 pips stop loss. And as the news coming tomorrow, I'm expecting it to move up to break the trend line, and we'll be targeting 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio on that trade. So I will be also sharing that trade to the VIP group here in the VIP group as well. So look at here, so Gbpusd, so here I'm long on Gbpusd as the price has made a big move to the upside. I'm expecting for Gbpusd as tomorrow there is a news coming up, we could see that this market is bouncing off that level. It has, made enough manipulation on both sides. If you look at the daily here, so far the price has made a big move, has come to the daily support, and I think that Gbpusd bulls will try to make another bounce to the upside. From the 4-hour, where we see that the market has made this is the 4-hour candle which is closing. There is a big drop. Before the candle close, we can expect it to go up a little bit. It's happening with GJ also. So there's a big drop. It's almost below the daily support level, and from here we can expect it to have a bounce, because this is a bullish market structure. Now 15 minutes time frame. We expected it has made a downside, and then from here we can expect Gbpusd to have bounce. Let's see how far it is bouncing off from the 5 minutes and 15 minutes. The candle I expected to close above. Okay, so it didn't move in that direction that we expected. Well, how does the gold is doing here? You might need to make it the break even. Let's see on gold. So that also reflecting on Gbpjpy. Gbp getting suddenly weaker. Didn't work out, guys. Didn't work out. So we'll have to look for another one. Let's see what's happening with euro dollar also. So this is a big manipulation to the upside, and from that zone, let's look at what happened with Gbpjpy. That was also getting rejected. So you saw the price tested the 20 EMA. Okay, so make sure that you are always using proper risk management. What happened with the gold? If we need to find an entry on gold, we'll be looking at that. So GJ just moving in the major direction again. A 4-hour bearish pin bar here on gold. There is a huge manipulation in all the instruments, so you just need to be wait a little bit to see. Essential that patience is the key, guys. Might revert from here. Okay, that's a big drop, huge long bearish candle. So that might lead the price to be further downside. So GBP became weaker. Gbpjpy also showing weakness, so that might lead gold to be bearish. But before that, here is we need to see how the price is. It might go back up again to retest this level here. We see that deep drop on Gbpjpy. Okay, now GJ might just keep dropping. So as I mentioned before, with this doji formation on the 4-hour on GJ, it just had a big drop in that area. So it might bring that price to go back down to this support level here. So USD looking at DXY, where there's a big upside on DXY, and if you look at here what we see, the DXY look like that it's getting you know, bullish slowly. So that is leading gold also. Let me see that what gold is doing. Okay, weakness on gold, and so we might see that gold is again trending to the downside, to the major direction of the trend. So when is the next news coming up on the market, which is tomorrow 6 p.m. So GBP/JPY had a big manipulation to the upside, and from that zone we see the price started to drop. That has made GBP/USD also to be bearish. From this level we expected it to go up, but it started to drop in the other direction. Now from here, let's find out what's happening with the euro dollar also. So what we need to look at is stable market situation, because when there is a manipulation, the market just made manipulate from all sides. There's a little bit of inconsistency in the market. We see that GBP/JPY is showing bearish, gold is trying to bounce off that level. Okay, GBPUSD finally from this level. Okay guys, so what we see that in majority of the pairs such as GBP/JPY, it might still remain bearish. If we look at the euro dollar, there is a manipulation because FOMC coming tomorrow, so we have to be a little bit of cautious in this market at the moment, as there has been multiple liquidity grab. So what I see that only the yen pairs, okay, such as dollar yen, also getting some kind of rejection from the top, especially GBP/JPY. We might see that this one coming down for a deeper drop. And as tomorrow GBP news coming, you can see GBPUSD here is from again bullish structure, just from 1 pip where we put our stop losses start to move up. So we might see now the price is moving in the direction that we expected. This is how trading is. You can see just does this all the time, guys. Manipulation is a part of trading. Okay, here I want to go long again. Okay, those who are already running, I don't recommend you to double up, but I want to keep the same trade here on GBPUSD because there is a news coming up. We should see that the market is heading to the upside. This one is only 23 pips stop loss. So GBPUSD, I'm buy again. Okay, so GBPUSD, we are buy again, and what I think that because it gathered that huge liquidity from here, we can expect GBPUSD to remain bullish for long-term perspective. It was a pure liquidity grab. Are you running the old trade already on GBPUSD, guys, or just you have open again? Let me know. No, I see that GBPUSD, if GBPUSD is bullish, gold will be also bullish. They normally move in the same direction. So I see potential for upside even rather than downside, because there is a, you can see there is a bullish price action on all of them. Looking at all of them, dollar yen, GBP JPY, and GBP USD. Okay, so you open it again, no problem. Make sure that you do the risk management, guys. It's very important that you are not risking big, which is the main key points here in trading. Doing the risk management, even if you are hitting multiple SL, the only way to be profitable is to keep a bigger profit target, and then not risking big is the key. Okay, so GBPUSD we long again. USD also doing the same kind of price action. I think GJ also might, start to reverse from this level along with GBPUSD. If we look at gold here, we can see that a little bit of sideways movement might be. As tomorrow news is coming, GBP JPY also might be reversing from that level, so that could lead GBP USD to so if GBP getting stronger, you can see here it get a liquidity here and then multiple times here. That has given the GBP USD a momentum. While we can see that gold is just moving in that area. Same price action with euro dollar. Have seen a big drop, and you might see that euro dollar also slowly bouncing off that level. If you look at the daily on euro dollar, we can see that there is a big bounce. So euro dollar, the market might trend to the upside again because it's a long-term bullish. You can see the 4-hour, the price tested the low and then started to move up. Chances for euro dollar also to remain bullish is very high. USD just had a multiple manipulation and then has got rejected. So all of them, guys, we see that GBPUSD looks a bit strong now at the moment, as it might change the direction of the trend with the news coming up tomorrow. Okay, so among all of them, the way we see the market currently, WTI is having another bearish momentum, which is a long-term bearish market. We see the downside on WTI. So I will keep watching the price action in the upcoming session for some more trade coming along the way. And in the meantime, guys, if you want to also join us, you can join today. Link below this video in the description area. You can visit us to be part of trading community. And also any question, don't hesitate to ask using the live chat. If you want to join us, you can find the website link in the description. So with that said, as second day of trading week, I'm going to end the session. I will be coming on live again tomorrow, twice. I will see you there. Until that, stay well, stay happy. I will keep running that Gbpusd trade, just giving you an update that I will keep running for the full profit target hit. And once if there is an update, I will give you in the free Telegram channel. You can join there where you can find all the updates. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.